Hey there, today I'm taking a look at LEGO set 40306, LEGOLAND Castle. This set contains 220 pieces, one minifigure, and retailed for $20 back in 2018. It was a LEGOLAND Park exclusive. Let's go ahead and start off with a look at the minifig. So the minifigure has that pretty common head that's used for child minifigures. I really like the torso printing of this minifigure. The figure just has some dark blue short legs, and his hairpiece is in the medium nougat color. For his accessory, he has a camera with a 1x1 clear round tile on the front, and then he has a little bit of back torso printing. So the actual build of this set is a micro-scale LEGOLAND castle. I don't think the design of this is based off of the castle section of any particular LEGOLAND. I think it's just kind of its own design. The whole thing is built on top of a 8x16 plate in black. And then there's a lot of green plates used to simulate the grassy areas around the castle. There's some little 1x1 green cones and reddish-brown studs used to represent trees. Then also just some flowers along the side. The castle walls are pretty much entirely made up of light bluish-gray masonry bricks. I also really like the detailing of a little moat going around the castle. I'm not entirely sure what the exact name for that color is, but it looks nice representing the water. I also like the use of headlight bricks turned around to represent windows on the castle. And then around back, there's a little bit more of some water here. Another tree, another flower. And then there's this large dragon head here, which the dragon has a name. It's slipping my mind right now, but I believe it's Brickley. Anyways, though, the dragon head has a lot of articulation as it's on a mini ball joint here. You can also rotate the bottom jaw and the top jaw, so you can kind of position the mouth a little bit. There's some more miniature greenery here, and then back to the front of the castle. Over here, I believe, is some sort of booth, because I think these red and yellow pieces here are supposed to represent an awning. Then for the main entryway of the castle, I like the use of these white pieces here to represent banners. And then there's a couple more headlight bricks used for windows, and then the main gate here. Now, if you're wondering what's inside the castle, there's not really much, and it's going to be hard to get a good angle on it. So I'm actually going to disassemble the front a little bit to try and give you a better look inside. Even with that done, though, it's still really tough to get a look inside. Let me bring it up closer. You can kind of see there's like some brown 1x1 cylinders supporting some 1x4 reddish-brown plates. I don't know what that's supposed to represent. Kind of looks like maybe stables, or I don't know, maybe it's just some wooden structuring inside. Either way, though, there's not really that much to see. So if you can't get a good look at it, that's fine, because there's, like I said, really not much going on inside. However, there is quite a bit going around on top of the castle. There's 4 different colored flags, each on top of a blue 1x1 cone. So these 3 are kind of on top of these towers here, whereas this one is just kind of on that ledge. There's a couple more towers that don't have flags. And then all around there's jumper plates with studs on top to represent the battlements, which I think is a pretty good look. But that's pretty much it for this castle build. I mean, it's micro scale, so there's not a lot to look at. So the last thing to take a look at are the spare pieces. Pretty much your average spare pieces, just a lot of 1x1 plates and studs. A couple of the flowers, an extra 1x1 printed eye. Pretty common stuff. So I think this is a really nice set. Even though it's micro scale, it's still a very detailed model, and I think it'd make a great display piece. And there's nothing really wrong I can find with this, except for one thing, the price. Technically, by the piece count, it's justified, but a lot of those pieces are small, and when you actually finish the model, it just doesn't feel like it's worth $20. This feels like, to me, at most, a $15 set. But I still think I'm going to give it 9 classic smiley faces out of 10. But what are your thoughts on this set? Feel free to share in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing to my channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you next time.